Right, so here we are, legends. How are we doing? Hope you're good. Of course, welcome back. And this is pickups of July 2026. Now, this would have been August pickups, but the last week or two, I've actually picked up more games than what we had, say, mid month. Because at that point, I was just buying Blu Rays, one PS2 game. We checked out the charity shops down Ridgeway as per usual. I couldn't really find nothing. They mostly had, well, one of them mostly had sports games and, stuff that I weren't really interested in. So yeah, it was just mainly Blu-rays. But I've had the girls over the last week. Birthday was last Sunday, the 26th, whatever. And so I've had the week off work. Me and the girls have had some day trips. We've had an amazing week, absolute amazing week. Loved every minute of it. But back to reality tomorrow, or whenever this video goes out, back to work and all that sort of stuff. Girls are back home. But yeah, so Blu-rays, games, we've had some accessories, or some bits from Natalie. I wouldn't say accessories. I've been to B&M for some bits as well. You can probably imagine or guess what that is. And we've got, which is probably the most important bit, maybe not the most important bit, but it is a good one. Now, I didn't know this thing was available until Paul in work said about it. I come across him on Temu, so he bought himself one, and if you've got a PS5, you need one of these. Trust me. So Paul, I really do appreciate this. You didn't have to buy this, and it has made my gaming experience so much better. But guys, PS5 owners, you need one of these. It is a battery charging pack. Now, this thing is a godsend. Literally, so press a button. I've got 90% battery on this at the moment. Now this controller is pretty much on its legs, dying, whatever. So plug it in. Hey presto, we have a wireless charging controller. And obviously once that goes down to zero, your controller's fully charged. As long as that's showing 100% anyway. But yeah, depending on what percentage of battery's on, you may still have life left on this. But yeah, if you're gaming and your controller's about to die, just whack one of these in. Get yourselves one of them and just whack it in. It does put a little bit of weight on the controller, but there's no cables. Having to play with your cables and that, especially with me at the moment. I get my feet tangled up. Which is really annoying. So again, Paul, thanks for this, mate, and I really do appreciate it. Absolute legend. But yeah, we'll put that over there. Keep that charging. Now, some little things from Natalie, of course. First, starting off with this, we got this die-cast model from Mass Effect Andromeda. It's the Nomad DB. Is it the DB1? ND1. Nomad ND1. And if you've not played Andromeda, it is actually a really good game. I don't think it gets as much love as it should. But yeah, brilliant. So, nice little addition to the shelf. Now, some Funko Pops. This one's from Natalie. Actually, Natalie's already passed me one of these. Exact same one a few years ago. So I'm just trying to add this one next to it. And it's from the DC Comics Bombshell series. And it's obviously Poison Ivy. There's a few there that I wouldn't mind getting, actually, which is of course, you got Supergirl, Catwoman, and you got Hawk Girl as well, Batwoman. But yeah, so yeah, nice. Wow, another addition to the Funkos. We've also got I bought two more Funkos from B&M itself. The third version of this of the Rock, for instance. We got the third version of the Rock. We got like like early 90s Rock or late 90s, and then the final boss. But yeah, seeing this one at B&M, I didn't pick it up at the time because funds were a bit low, and I was like, maybe I'd save a bit just in case. But yeah, I thought a couple of days later, just pop up, see if it's still there, and if it is, I'll just get it, bite the bullet. But yeah, so nice addition. And then this one was a £5 to go with the other one that I've got. We got Black Adam. So there's two versions of Black Adam in this series. We got the one that's got the the glow in the dark, which is that one there. So yeah, so technically I've now got 5 versions of the Rock in Funko form. Yeah, I'm sure there's more to get as well. Now on to the Blu Rays. So again, like I said, we've been to some charity shops, Ridgeway, Nuki, whatever. But like most of the Blu Rays are from my local area, and the games are from like other places. So starting off with Mission Impossible Fallout. Now I've only seen the first 4, and the 4th one I remember was now called Protocol. I've not seen any of the others. So eventually I will pick them up on Blu-ray and I will watch through them. But yeah, I don't know how many there are now. 8, 9 is it? But yeah, this one was only £2. That's from British Red Cross down at Ridgeway. Ridgeway are pretty good for like Blu-rays, cheap Blu-rays and that. And then we got Transformer Dark Knight. Just turn my light on a sec. It's getting a bit dark. But yeah. So again, I've never seen any of the Mark Wahlberg versions of Transformers. Whether it like sort of follows on from the Shia LaBeouf ones. But I will eventually get them all and watch through them. I watched Bumblebee. Bumblebee was a good one with John Cena. But yeah, Transformers the last night. I think they're on about making new ones now with Shia LaBeouf returning. We'll see. These two are from eBay actually. I've never been able to watch them because I haven't had HBO or access to it. Now I don't know if anyone else has watched this, but I picked them up, I think less than £5 each. We've got Ballers, seasons 1 and season 2. So if anyone's watched Ballers, let me know what it's like in the comments, But yeah, definitely looking forward to getting on this. I've just never seen it, never been able to. And I am a huge fan of The Rock. Even though most of his films recently are pretty much the same character, the same t-shirt, Jungle Cruise, Jumanji, even Journey to the Center of the Earth, to the Mysterious Islands, same sort of thing, just like the same character over and over again. But yeah, so with cancer research now, we've got Pursuit of Happiness. It's not a bad film, but for £1 I thought I'd add it to the Blu-ray collection. I've got it on DVD, so I'll get rid of that now. Back to British Red Cross, Ridgeway, different days. We've got The Haunting in Connecticut 1 and 2. Again, never seen any of these two. Based on true events as well. So looking forward to getting on these. Don't know if there's any more. If there is, let me know. I could Google it, but you know, what's the point? I will probably Google it. And then last but not least of the Blu-rays, I think I picked this one up in Lou. Actually, for £1, I've got rid of Disney. I've suspended my Disney account, and I've cancelled my Netflix because I want to stick to physical media. I know in the long run it won't save money, but you know the whole idea with physical media, you own it, whereas Netflix you don't. And they remove movies most of the time anyway. You know, like the time I went to watch the John Wick series, they only had like 2, 3, and 4 on there. What happened to number 1? I mean, why is number 1 not on there? Anyway, we got Disney's Frozen. Obviously mainly for the girls and mainly for the collection, but I don't think the girls want to watch it anymore. But anyway, it's there if they do. Right, and then on to the games. So starting off with the one game that we originally had, that would have been the whole month, or whatever. It was SingStar. From Cancer Research, I can't remember. This might have been Ridgeway as well, but yeah, I've got a few SingStar games in the collection. You know, with the old classic mics. Whereas when they moved to the PS4, they sort of like brought out this phone app for the mic side of it, and it just weren't the same. So PS2 and PS3 we stay for SingStar. It's just mainly basically, it just seems like pop stuff, like Mystique, Liberty X, Pink, Jamelia, Atomic Kitten, Dido. We've got Elvis on there, Suspicious Minds. Oh, cool. What else we got on here? Avril Lavigne, Motorhead, with Ace of Spades. That'd be quite a good one. And Good Charlotte, Girls and Boys. I remember that song. Used to love Good Charlotte back in the day. Great band. You know, Love Stars of the Rich and the Famous, great track. But anyway, I'll get on that at some point. Just got to drag the mics out, find the mics. Right, Torquay, CX, we've been to CX and cash converters. Starting off with obviously Marvel's superheroes, Lego of course. But yeah, now £8. Get to the till, £6. Happy days. I ain't gonna complain about that. Yeah, look. You see that? No, you can't. But yeah, £6 from 8. I was like, happy days, bargain. And then cash converters, we picked up superheroes 2. And that was a fiver. So £11 for both of them. Can't moan at that. And eventually we will stream them like we did with Avengers, Lego Avengers. Obviously, previously we picked up a big bundle of PSP games off of Natalie, and obviously a PSP. So continuing with the adding to the PSP collection from Revival Games, £3. We picked up Gangs of London. I had about 2 minutes on this, and I don't want to give away too much for myself, but it's just giving me the Getaway vibes, and Getaway was a great game back in the day. We definitely need a new Getaway at some point, or a fully remastered remake, whatever. So yeah, Gangs of London. Down to Nuki CX now. Now Nuki CX is a brand new store, probably less than a year old. Because when we went down last year, they were literally just fixing it up and saying, you know, coming soon. So I was like, oh, happy days. So yeah, we popped in there this time round, and yeah, picked up a couple of games. XCOM, Enemy Unknown. I've got the second one for the PS4. So yeah, obviously not played it because I didn't have this one. But now we do, eventually. Once I get the Streamlabs or OBS sorted out, we can start streaming them. But yeah, for $2.50, Nice little edition. Very complete. From digital to physical, we've got Just Cause 4 for a fiver. And yeah, so fully complete. Now this one actually has a little miniature map. It's not very detailed. You've got certain locations on it, but that's pretty much it. And some images of some certain areas within the map. But yeah, nice little feature there. So that's all the Just Cause games now for me for the collection. Now, a console that I haven't bought for a while, and that is Xbox One. We got Fighter Within for £1.50. You know, I thought it actually looks pretty decent. I can't work out if it's a beat 'em up like say Tekken or Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, whatever, or if there's like some sort of storyline base to it. But we'll soon see it at some point. Yeah, fully complete. And then the last one from CEX, the new key we've got. I've got the first two on the 360. We got Crackdown 3 for £2.50. So why not? You know. So now I'll eventually get on them. So yeah, I've not even played the first one yet, even though I've had it a while. But I just want to stream them. You know. I want to get the Streamlabs sorted out or the OBS sorted out so then we can start streaming some of the other backlogs. But we've still got plenty of PS4 and PS5 to get through. So we'll see. Now, this console I definitely haven't bought for, say, maybe 2-3 years. Maybe longer. But I've seen this in Cancer Research for £3.50. Now, I bought it, obviously, but I recently bought it on PS2. But because, anyway, it's True Crime Streets of LA for the GameCube. You know, it's just another addition to the GameCube collection, you know. For £3.50, why not in it? You know, bugger it. It is a great game anyway. You know, I still probably want to get 007 Nightfire on the GameCube because I think I preferred it on that, as I said before. But yeah. And then last but not least, but for physical, anyway, last but not least, we've got Cash Creator in Painting. I think they work the same as Cash Converters and Cash Generator, but I've never heard of Cash Creator before until yesterday or Saturday, whatever it was. But yeah, we've got DC's Lego DC's Supervillains. Now again, this is another one from digital to physical. But yeah, I have played a little bit of this. I think I'm in like 2.7% in. So eventually, when we do stream it, I'll start again. But yeah, Lego. Do like a Lego game. And then of course we've got Black Ops and Black Ops 2 for digital. I think they were only digital only, unfortunately. If they were physical, I would have bought them on physical, but then I would have had to pay full price at the point. Because PlayStation were crafty. Obviously, everyone's heard about the whole digital future for PlayStation, and I think even Xbox have now announced the digital future. So, which means no more physical discs. So a lot of controversy going on, and I don't think Sony gives a shit. Personally, they've said it's not. I read a statement saying that it's not affected their business in any shape, way, or form. So hopefully they do a 180 on it, but we'll see. But yeah. So anyway, back to the subject. So Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, for PS. This is where they're crafty, Sony. PS Plus subscribers or members or whatever get Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2 for a certain amount of time. I think it's ended now. Half price. Originally come out at £35 each, but at the time they were offering it half price for PS Plus members. And of course I'm a PS Plus member, and if I'm not, I'll probably lose access to that. I don't know, even though I've bought it. I don't know how that works, but yeah. So the Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 were the greatest Call of Duties in that time. You know, Warfare 2, Warfare 3 was pretty good as well. And I think with the success of these two, they're on about porting World at War across as well to the PS5. Now these are only ports, they're not remasters, they're not polished graphics or anything. I've noticed with Black Ops 2 that there are a lot of snipers on there, which is bloody annoying, so I haven't really played it as much as I'd like. But yeah, so we are currently live streaming Wolfenstein Youngblood, so we're going to get back to that after having the week off with the girls and that. Going to get back to Youngblood. I don't know why I'm doing that with a pen. And then once we've done Youngblood, we're going to get on the campaigns of Call of Duty Black Ops 1 and 2. And then I can't remember what else I had planned after that. But anyway, that's it for me, guys. So yeah, a nice few pickups for the collection, Blu-ray and games. So I'll get them on the shelf now. But yeah, so of course, guys, thanks for watching. Really do appreciate it. And obviously thanks to Natalie for the bits, and thanks again to Paul for the battery charger, the controller charger, and that is a godsend of a bloody accessory, trust me. But yeah, again, guys, thanks for watching. If you do enjoy watching, don't forget to hit like, get in the comments, and subscribe if you're new. Would really appreciate it. But yeah, that's it. I'm not sure what's happening for the next few months or whatever, but we'll see. Maybe a £10 challenge or whatever. But even then, it's harder to do nowadays because, you know, charity shops are full of like stuff that you don't really want to add to your collection unless you're going for a full set. And some charity shops are pretty expensive, surprisingly. But yeah, we'll see what happens. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching and take it easy, and we'll see you in the next one.